my line. I will stab you with this fork. He took my line.
Welcome to the Bare Pantry Show. If you want to learn how to cook in simple steps and have your dishes come out great the first time, then you're in the right place. Learn to make restaurant-style meals, comfort foods, and authentic Belizean dishes from basic ingredients.
Look at the lens. Look at the camera lens.
I'm looking.
Hey guys, we're back with a mukbang. Thank you, Joe, for joining me for this mukbang. He didn't say nothing because he don't like to do the mukbangs. Tell me why you're not like, oh, show it gold spoon, gold fork.
You know how people say you're born with a gold spoon in your mouth?
Nobody says that.
Yes. I'm born with a gold fork in my mouth. Look.
No, it's not gold. It's silver.
Well, I say gold. I put it my way. Say I'm born with a gold spoon.
So Joe did roast. You guys see this? Make sure you see it. Joe did some roast from yesterday. He did it in the oven, not in the pressure cooker. So you season it up, wash it first, right? Distill white vinegar and water and so. Season it up the way Joe seasoned up his stuff. Joe, we have to make for we own rub, you know. All these mukbangers out there are making sauce and rub and stuff. We gotta try to find a factory that could do this stuff for us, right? He browned it on both sides in a skillet, but he could have really browned it in the same pot that he ended up cooking it in. He just didn't remember that's what he needed to do. Because we did this video like 9 years ago. Put it in this big stainless steel pot. I think it's like an 8-quart pot.
Right.
And then it cooked for what, 3.5 hours? Did you ever turn it once it was in there?
One time.
In the oven?
One time.
He put some potatoes, some cilantro, some onion. I made mashed potatoes, so I'm not eating those potatoes that was cooked on the beef because it would be too much. But that's for another meal. You know what I mean? Because I wanted some mashed potatoes. You guys can see this, right? Let's see. Pull back the plate. You guys hear the wind? It hasn't stopped blowing, not even one day all week. You realize that, Joe?
I know.
We have not ridden our bikes since last Sunday. Today is Sunday when we're taping this.
Oh.
Sunday, what day today? The 6th? February the 6th? Mm-hmm. It's been 40 years since I came to America, Joe.
Wow.
40 years. Because I'm 55 and I came here when I was 15. I can't lie. Because I always tell people I come here when I'm 15. And they know my age.
That's sure getting old. Mm-hmm. Like I wonder what I'm doing with the old lady.
What are you doing with that old lady? I know her, baby. Mm-hmm. I'm only 9 years younger than you.
What?
But you couldn't tell.
Sure.
When he got at Costco, they were like, are you 60? Joe said, look, I'm 64. This is mayo, sweet relish, and mustard. This is what I do for my, what do you call it? My salad dressing. The dog came and laid on right next to Joe. Anyways, we have a lot to talk about today. So, first of all, I want to let you guys know that I am hiring help this year to give me wisdom. I'm going to buy wisdom. So I had somebody.
That's what you got to do sometimes, folks.
To teach me what to do next in YouTube to level up my videos so they could get in the algorithm. What else? Am I interrupting you, man? Okay.
Go ahead.
Also to make me a what the thing called? The thing that's like a digital resume? Media kit. So then I had a legit brand come through to ask me to do an ad with them, right? It would be where I would talk about their product. No, feed this dog while I'm eating. She's gonna be over there doing her own mukbang.
I'm not feeding no dog.
I saw you. You guys saw him, right? Anyway, I never heard about the brand before, right? I'm not gonna call their name because I want them to pay me to do the ad for them. So this is when I would do the ad, right? The first minute into the thing, I would talk about them, blah, blah, blah. Tell me why I was watching Ion on TV, that's a station, and I saw the people running ads on TV. I screamed for Joe. I said, Joe, come quick. Them people have money. They can pay me. They can pay me that little piece of money that I put in my rate chart that my mentor told me to put. I haven't heard from them since I responded. I had to make my own media kit because I just bought the media kit and the person said I take 10 days. It's not 10 days yet. So I feel like it's when a man is looking for a wife or a wife is looking for a husband or somebody looking for a mate, right?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Nobody want them till somebody find them interested. Then all of a sudden everybody, oh, you cute, oh this, oh that, right?
That's like me.
Or like when they try to get a credit card, nobody want to trust you till you get the first one and everybody give you a credit card.
Like me, nobody want me until you get me.
Everybody wanted Joel. So, anyways, you guys saw the video, the last live that I did when I showed you guys the feature. That felt really good. Can I tell you that felt really good? Because after 10 years of hard work, and not knowing if my own people support or not, because some of them will talk, but some of them won't talk, then to see that they picked me as like, hey, we want to feature you, that was pretty cool. I was humbled. So, there's a lot of foolishness going on out there. First of all, Whoopi Goldberg. Can I just say that I support and love Whoopi? She's a kind person. How I know this? Sherry Shepherd worked with her. And she told us of her kindness. When people are kind, they go a long way in my leeway to give them some leverage. You know what I mean? I think Whoopi misspoke.
I mean, she wasn't trying to hurt nobody.
I don't think she was. I think...
And in a sense, what she said is true. In the next way, in a sense, it was a race stuff too.
It was race too.
Right.
But you see, a lot of American people, I think more people of color, feel like Jewish people are white. So that's why she probably thought it wasn't about race. When I came to this country, my mom told me about the different genetic makeup and stuff, and she told us Jewish people are not white. I don't even know if they want to be called Jewish anymore. They just, because Jewish is the religion? I don't know. But I just know she misspoke. And for them to punish her for 2 weeks? For real? I don't know what kind of money Whoopi Goldberg make on this show. But I wish she would just start producing. Whoopi, I'm over here waiting. You could do a cooking show with Barbara and Joe. That rhymed. Cooking show with Barbara and Joe. Just saying. Produce me. I think what the Jews were saying is that, let's say somebody of a different race say, oh, slavery wasn't about race. Slavery was about inhumanity. It was about both. Right? I think that would be the equivalent. I mean, that's how I see it in my brain, where people got so offended. I can't stand cancel culture. If you don't say what people want you to say, or you don't have the same view or the same belief.
Yep.
Even when Whoopi come back and apologize, they say like the apology is not good enough. I'm like, good God.
What they want to
That's
do.
why I don't apologize.
What they want her to do.
I don't like, apologies make me feel uncomfortable. I feel like if you did something to hurt me, what you need to do is just not do that thing again in the future. Because a lot of people will apologize for doing things or saying things to you, and then they go right back and do the same thing over again. An apology is just words. It's the action for me. You know, turn around and not do that thing again to hurt me again in the future, and we gonna be alright.
That's what they should have done with her. I mean, I don't see why they have to.
Yeah.
Just been over 2 weeks, you know.
I think it's because it's Black History Month. They wanted to put that black lady in her place. You know, people do that stuff. Anyway, I don't think Joe gonna know who I'm talking about right now. You already said, you don't know I don't say nothing yet.
Right.
No, I'm crazy over there. Thandiwe Newton. You know who she is? Let's look her up on the phone.
Really?
Pretty girl. Well, not girl, because she's 49. She's a grown woman. Pretty woman. And she used to spell her name Thandie, Thandie. But now she changed it to her real name, Thandiwe. Thandiwe. Like that, Thandiwe. She said when she did like a first gig or something years ago, 30 years ago, that when they put her name in the credit, they spelt it wrong and she just kind of kept it. I don't know what the whole thing is. In any case, it's not a good picture of her. Let's find images. I don't know how to look up things on the phone. Images. Okay, there. You remember her?
I saw her before.
You've seen her and stuff, right?
I saw her before.
That's her right there, guys. You see her? No. She says some kind of foolishness. She was talking, and you have to watch these people sometime because sometimes when they have a project coming out, they get in a controversy. I always get her mixed up with her. Mm-hmm. See? Zoe Saldana, I get them mixed up. All right?
Maybe it's time to get rid of Whoopi.
Well, you back to Whoopi again now. You leave my Whoopi alone. We talking about Thandiwe Newton.
You know how these people go and how they show after a while.
Where's his mind? He gone way back to Whoopi. We moved on to a different topic. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about Thandiwe Newton. So she says some kind of bloody foolishness. She was apologizing to dark-skinned black women for the fact that her having lighter skin gives her this privilege. Everybody know that's true. Even in Belize. Belize might not have racism per se, but they have classism and they have colorism. That's a new one people just make up. They have colorism. And you'll see like in a family, let's say for instance in a family, the granny dark skin. Like darker than Joe dark. Like Joe's mama. Joe's mom dark because of the Indian in her, right? And you know, and some of the African in her too, but you know how Indian people super dark. Let's say she have a bunch of grandkids, some lighter than the other ones, whatever. She might like the darker ones. Some granny are like that. And then maybe it's the reverse. They like the lighter ones. Like what you tell me about your pa people. Your pa mother and father. Why did they not like you guys?
Because they don't like my mother.
But you said something. Was it color or was it looks?
Well, looks.
It was the looks? Mm-hmm. Shit, I'm going to get dragged now let me tread lightly. Joe say the children that his mother had with his father were the better looking grandkids.
No, I'm grandkids. I mean, not because... not because I'm cute, I'm saying that, but, you know.
What I said just now, was it wrong?
No.
Is that what they said? Mm-hmm. The 6 kids your mom had with your dad were the better looking grandkids than your cousin them. Your cousin them, right?
Right.
Not your half siblings, your cousin them. Whoever they watch, no call for me. That's what Joe said and say. So
I don't care.
They didn't like them. The granny didn't like them. Was the granny ugly?
No. It was a fair skin.
Was she light skin?
Light skin.
You know, people know why I say fair skin. I was in Tanya TKO live event last night and people got highly offended when you said fair skin.
Even clearer.
Fair skin make it seems like
you're
better.
She was even clearer than Jada.
She was lighter skin than Jada.
But between...
What do you mean? In the medicine chest? On the right hand side, medicine chest?
But, next thing again, because my aunt married to a man that's supposed to have money.
Which auntie? Can you whisper it in my ears? Okay. Auntie on the dad side, married to a rich man?
So they say, but you know, back then time I think they got money, but they ain't got no money. Maybe I'll say maybe a couple $100,000, but no millionaire, but... That's
some money back then. Back in the 70s, that's money.
It wasn't him. It's the dad of them. You know, and then they think they got money. Blah.
So that's the classism, right? No. Would that be classism?
That's class.
Is that class?
Yeah.
No, because I see some people that I see some people in Belize that are poor but they're highly educated, and they're on a higher echelon than the uneducated.
What was it, money? I got money in the thing.
So it's family name first, right? If you come from a good family name, right? And then it's probably money next, right? If you're classifying this thing. And then what else come next? Education? Or no, education come before money. Education come before money on the scale of thing, right? It's family name, then it's education, then it's money, and then it's color, right?
It wasn't education because we all got going to the same school. We all got the same.
No, I'm saying on a whole in Belize.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You will find somebody that's highly educated and they're broke poor, but they have a lot of respect.
That's true.
They receive a lot of respect from the community because they're highly educated. It's like over in England, different accents tell them if you're poor or rich, you know what I mean?
We go over to our grandmother's house.
His dad's mom.
And
She done dead.
She be cooking, and she finished cooking. We over there. She don't serve no dinner until we go home, cause she ain't gonna give us no dinner. We talking this thing, and a lot of people are gonna get offended if they watch this video. But I don't
it's the
care.
truth.
It's true.
It's the truth. And Belize parents and grandparents will do stuff to their kids and grandkids, and then gaslight you and make you feel like you're the one that's in the wrong, and then you're not allowed to talk about it publicly ever.
I don't care. So.
And if you wait
At
till
least
when
my
they're dead for
father.
talk about it, then people say, oh, they lie. So come back to this lady, Thandiwe Newton. I don't know what the hell was going on with her, why she started with this apology about, oh, I'm so sorry that I'm the one that always gets picked and they don't pick the darker skinned people and my mom's dark like you. The mom a shade darker than her. The mom not really dark. And Tanya was saying, because, you know, we met Tanya. Tanya came to my home and had a meal with me. We just didn't record when she was here because I don't do crap for clout. You know what I mean? And you should remember Tanya's skin tone. Tanya lighter. You're not a super dark skin person, right? And Tanya said she didn't realize the privilege that she had until she traveled to the Middle East and to Africa for 6 months and came back like super tan. I have to show you the picture, Joe. She was super dark. And then they started to treat her different. And it was odd to her.
It's the climate.
So she said...
It's like me, I go to Belize right now and start living in Belize. I'm going to get darker.
No, we're not talking about the darkness. We're talking about how she got treated differently because she was darker. And she said that's why she can't really classify herself on the spectrum of saying, oh, you know, I'm a black woman, but I'm not a really super dark skinned woman. So the pains that they go through is not the pains she goes through. Oh, they drag her for filth. But I understood what she was trying to say. When the cops come to the door, the kids send me. I'm not even joking. They send me to the door. The kids are like, don't let Daddy go to the door. You go to the door. I'm like, but I can't pass a white. What the hell?
You're black and might get shot.
Well, I could pass for Latin, so they might not kill me. Huh?
He always opens the door.
He always go to the door. So, I remember when, was it Ladaro that says they have
Wow.
classism and racism. What's the other ism he said? He said like 3
Sufferism.
isms. Wait, you take my line. I will stab you with this fork. He took my line. He would talk about racism, classism, whatever kind of ism. And he says the only kind of ism we know about out here is sufferism. I'm telling you. So, I don't know what to tell you about that girl, Thandiwe Newton. Her father is white European. Her mother is from Zimbabwe. I don't know why she bring up this topic. Like saying she's the chosen one, that she's the like the people that people want when she go for the roles or whatever. And she's acting like that hurts her heart. That she has all that privilege and wasn't aware that she had all the privilege. I don't know what the hell she was saying. But I need to tell her something. Thandie, shut up. shut up. There's a point where you just have to stop talking. There's a wisdom key that says stop talking about things you want people to forget. That's why for the longest time, I didn't talk about how the man was stealing my book, right? Because I want people to forget the book exists. But there came a time when I had to talk about it because people kept buying that book from him. This is how, when you're self-published, how it works. You type up your stuff in their program or a third-party program that they'll... watch the fork it's pulling. I don't like that stuff to pull and take. Or like, for instance, Morris Cookbooks, who I'm using right now, they have a third-party type and save that you type it up in there, because if you type it up in Word and you're doing a cookbook, it's not going to come out good. The ingredients jump around on the page when you try to upload it to... You're going to have to learn how to format a whole book. So you have to type it up in their program or their app or whatever. Once you do that, you are stuck with them as your distributor. They might not even be the printer. So let's say you're going to help me get my book out there. You know the printers. You might not even have a printing press. You hook me up with the third party or maybe your application to use to type up my book. I send all the files to you. You get it together, send it to the printing press, and then you have a finished book. So now I have to always go back to you to buy that book. That's how that works. I can't buy the book from the man. When we first got together, the man was like really sweet and friendly and was like becoming a part of the family. Remember, Joe?
She's a friend because you know what he could do.
And he's been doing publishing for... The man is my dad's age. My dad's about to be 79, and he's been doing publishing since he was like 20. So he knows what he's doing. He knows how to sell these books on Amazon. So he said, hey, do you want me to distribute the books for you? I'm like, what does that entail? And he says, there were radio buttons at his website. It says, check that button, check the button, check the button. It's not like I sign a contract. Everybody always think they know what's going on, right? It's these buttons that you click. Yes, I want you to distribute. Yes, we're going to split this money. Yada, yada. It's still at his website. I'm not lying. All that stuff is still at his website telling new people that go with him what they're going to get. They're not going to get nothing from him because he's a crook. So his company named Author Inc. And the program that I bought from him is called Cook's Palette. The program has the ability to be a really good program to write your book in, Joe, but it's not user friendly. I had to ask Joshua for a lot of help, and then he couldn't help because there's no videos out there on it. Nobody making a YouTube video teaching you how to do this, how to use this man program. So I type up the book in that program. I sent the files to him. He formatted the book. He sent it to the print. He probably has a printing press. He's been in printing so long, he probably owns a printing press. They run about $100,000. You know what I mean? He probably has that. So anyway, right when I made the book 2011, the cookbook, Amazon changed their rules. The rules at Amazon is if you're bringing a book from outside, because Amazon have their own thing, the KDP or whatever. If you're bringing a book from outside, the book can't have color photo inserts. It has to be full color or full black and white. I can't afford full color. And I want like a color photo at the start of my categories, like I've been doing in my books right now. So I have color photo inserts.
Because if full color, you can't sell it for no $20. You gotta sell it like for $50.
Word. So then I probably have to buy it for $50.
I heard that.
So then Amazon don't want the spiral. You can't send them no spiral, no comb. It has to be perfect bound. Who wants a cookbook like that? Who wants a cookbook that's perfect, but you can't keep it open on the counter to cook out of the book, right? So now, what you see in bookstores, they put like the spiral inside of a 3-ring binder. That's what you see in a book. Now, Morris cookbooks have one that's pretty close, but that book is expensive, and the papers are in there like loose leaf. I feel like those are gonna rip out. You know what I mean? So maybe I'll show you that one at the end of this video. The man started to sell the book on Amazon, and in the beginning I didn't ask the man for no money because I had just made the show, just made the book, probably didn't even have 1,000 subscribers yet, right? And we started to grow 2011. 2012 came, mommy said, ask the man for some money. The man's making money because everybody who I know said in Ghana and buy your book. Ask the man for some money, he said no money. Later on, I wait 3 months, I gone and ask him again for money. He sent me $60, and he said that's for the whole year. No, I believed him because I was a nobody, unknown. So years go by, mommy was getting ready to, mommy got sick again in 2015. Mommy said, ask the man for money again. I had to demand money from the man. He sent me $688 in a check and said that's for the whole year. That was for the prior month. Because he's selling that stuff on Amazon. And I can't stop him, not because I've lost control of my own content, but because to stop him, I would have to sue him. And people like to say, sue him. You know what sue costs? Sue costs a lot of money. You have to hire attorneys, unless you're going to do like a, what do you call this suit? Small claims. That's for like $5,000. I think in some states it's up to $10,000. Unless you're going to do that kind of lawsuit, then you could do that by yourself. If you're going to sue and you need to hire a lawyer, you have to put money on retainer with a lawyer. You have to start off with a good $10,000, $15,000 on retainer. And every time that you call a lawyer to ask a question, they take out some of the money. And when it's running low, they say, put more money on the books, right? And so a lawyer costs money. You know, and then you have to go through discovery, you have to go through all type of ish. Then somebody else say class action suit. You know how you're gonna have a lawyer to do that, like pro bono or something. And a class action suit take 1,000,000 years. And by the time the suit done, you end up with 1 cent. All I can tell you guys is not to buy the book off of Amazon. That's all I can do. Until I level up enough where I can afford an attorney to sue this man. I can't make him, but the man no too. The man says, sue me. I must still sell this. I contacted Amazon. They said they were going to stop buying. You think Amazon will stop buying something where they sell? Amazon buy the book from him and store it in the warehouse. So, I don't know how much that man is stealing from me a month. But, I meet a preacher man years ago that tell me that somebody stole $58,000 from me. I'm like, Jesus, is it the man? It's hard. So, even so at the end of my, be still. Don't leave me. Even so at the end of my videos, I tell you guys, remember we're not buying this book. You know why? You know, because it sucks. It sucks. How am I going to stop him, right, Joel? How am I going to stop him? He probably owns the printing press. He has all my files. How am I going to stop him? You tell me that. If you could tell me that, then we could sit down and talk. The only way I could stop him is by suing him. You have to have money to sue. That's why every single day what I do is try to level up my money, my streams of income, right? What do you think of hiring help this year? Because I need to know what I don't know. So Joe, while I'm eating, can you show the people your bowls over there? Joe has 2 bowls for sale at the website. I don't think I changed inventory yet to say that he has 2. I think I put that he has 1. He has 2. Careful. 2 hands.
Got 2 like this, folks. Put your fruits in there and
it's never going to fall apart because it has these little nuts and screws in there.
This is for somebody that wants something different. You know?
They're $100 and the shipping is like $20 because it costs like 21 something to ship in that large flat rate priority box. But Joe's going to eat the $1 something cents off of the shipping.
And it take time to do. Some people say, oh, you just throw some spoon together. Why you want that money for that? Folks, this thing take time to do.
On your eyes.
You know, and
because he has to weld on the bottom, and then they at least screw and thing. A 64-year-old fingers doing that.
This in the bottom.
Thank God, you know, so arthritis.
You got to weld the bottom. The top, no, you just use bolts and nuts. But then you got to know where to place it. Everyone is different, like in the sense where you place the forks and knife and spoon.
If we ship this out and it goes missing, we're going to apply for the insurance to get back the money. You're not going to get another bowl. Just get back your money.
That's right.
Because I shipped out 2 boxes recently. One to my friend Sandra in Georgia, full of treats. She never got the box. They said they delivered at her front door. She never got it. And once the post office said they delivered at your front door, you can't fight them. And the next one I ship out to Joe's mom. It's on the way back to me right now because they said the address is unknown. Joe mom just moved into this convalescent place. I don't know if the place and the area knew why they can't find the address, but I have to wait for it to come back to tell her what address I shipped it to because I shipped it to the one she gave me. And she said she got the address off of mail. Like mail that came to her or whatever that, you know, when she moved into the place. That might be their mailing address. Their actual physical address might be something different because when I looked up the name of the convalescent place that she at, it gave me an entirely different address. It gave me like 573, yada, yada, yada. She gave me like 5 numbers, like 16059, blah, blah, blah. And it was a bun, jam roll, and powder bun. I'm so pissed.
You gotta throw it out. You gotta throw those away.
You gotta throw it away? All the shipping money gone to waste. I'm not shipping her nothing until I could hear from one of the daughters what the real address is. So, show this next thing we're making, baby.
What's that? Oh, this? Mm-hmm. We're making a mat. We call it a placemat?
Placemat. Let me move this out the way. I'm gonna finish my vegetables in another way. I have to eat slowly because I'm having a lot of gas.
Put your plate on it.
Is that clean? Yeah, move your plate. Put your plate over the pan chair.
So the people can see what this all about. Okay,
hold on.
We got this side, look, see?
A placemat.
Right there, we got this side.
Side B. We do everything side A and side B because that's how we roll. All right, lift it up so you can show it, baby. See? I can make sure my hand clean.
This
is the first one. See? You guys can see it? So it has just stripes going that way. And then this side has stuff about the beach. Why? Because your gal love the beach. So why did we do this? Because we gone to Walmart and saw Pioneer Woman had some out. They were $4 each. So times 6, because I have a table that seats 6, that's $24. So that price wasn't really bad, right? Because it was fabric.
But we want to make our own.
We didn't like the design that they had. So Joe said, make your own. So I bought the fabric, and every one of them going to say something different about the beach because that's what was printed on the fabric, right? So I got this part on the back just because, you know, it kind of goes, right? So what am I going to do so that we can use this without getting it all stained with gravy and Kool-Aid? We don't even drink Kool-Aid.
Don't they have some kind of a spray to protect it from that?
I'm asking the viewers, is there a spray that I could spray on top of this to like, what do they call it? When they put it on the couch, what they call us that thing? Right, when you buy couch, you pay for them to spray that stuff on the couch, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, so you don't get stirred, you're stained, don't you?
I forget what that thing's called. I think they sprayed it over a can or something.
I don't know. So I know what call it.
Do we have to laminate this?
Laminate? No, laminate is...
Put plastic over it.
Put plastic.
Remember when the old people used to put plastic pan in chair? What do we do to keep it to where we don't get it stained? You guys, can you comment below?
Stain protection. Okay,
careful,
people.
Careful, baby. My camera's right there. Careful, 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 baby. Careful.
Thank you guys to put up with me.
You know all that big where you can't get out? Bye, guys. Remember, guys, we're not buying this book. Pick up a copy of this book instead. Beans and Rice Volume 2 is the only Belizean cookbook backed by the Bear Pantry Show. Take a look at all these wonderful recipes you'll find inside the pages. Not interested in Belizean dishes? Then The Pantry Laid Bare with these better than restaurant quality comfort foods might be the perfect book for you. Only need a small batch or a meal for 2? Then pick up a copy of No More Leftovers. Each book has many choices of delicious dishes from basic ingredients.